Welcome back to my channel. So my name's Georgia and today I have for you my February favourites. So let's get into it. So I figure we'll go in kind of the order that you put things on your face. So my first favourite for this month is the Maybelline Dream Smooth Primer. I absolutely love the consistency of this primer. So it's super, it's clear and it's so soft and silicone that it just on the back of your hand is amazing. It's just instantly mattifying and pore filling and amazing. There's no point in me showing you because you can't see anything, but I just love it and I would definitely recommend that you give it a try if you're looking for something from the drugstore to fill in your pores. I have both a drugstore and a high-end foundation. The drugstore foundation is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. It's probably my favourite of all time from the drugstore. It's so amazing coverage wise. I'll just show you. It's full coverage. I can get full coverage out of it. I usually do 2 layers with my beauty blender. I don't have particularly blemished skin, so that's probably why there's not a whole lot to cover up, which is why I can get medium to full coverage out of it. But I love it. It's my go-to for going out from the drugstore. So my high-end foundation for February has been the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation in Medium 4 Barcelona. This is what I have on today. I absolutely love it. I think it's gorgeous. I have been through 4 bottles of this, not in this colour. So I have Mont Blanc for when I'm really pale, I have Fiji, which is light 4, I've got Barcelona, and I also have Punjab. So Punjab's a little bit too yellow based, whereas this is more neutral. It still has a golden undertone, but I find Punjab to be really, really yellow. Anyway, I love this. It's absolutely my go-to. Wear it every day that I'm not wearing Ready Set Gorgeous. This month I have just loved both of those, depending on the look I'm going for. So they are my 2 foundations. Concealer. So I only have one concealer that has blown me away this month, and that is the Maybelline Master Concealer. And I have mine in the shade 30 Light Medium. Since I've been more tan, I've really struggled to find a concealer that works for me. I used to be able to just buy fair or very fair, like the fairest shade of concealer that they sold in that brand, and it would work under my eyes. Whereas now I've had to really adjust what I'm using and find one that worked with my skin tone. So this has been my go-to for concealing under my eyes this month. It has amazing coverage. I will just show you on the back of my hand. It is the most full coverage concealer I've ever seen from the drugstore. So I'm just going to put a dot on my hand there and blend it out. See how full coverage, it's full coverage without being thick and disgusting. Oh, I just love it. So my favourite powder for the month has been the NARS All Day Luminous Powder Foundation. I have mine in the shade Light 4 Deauville, and I find that to be the best match with Barcelona, just on my skin, because if I'm looking a little bit too dark or I'm trying to match it to my neck, I can go in with that little bit lighter powder and just brush it on there, and it's just become my absolute favourite for this month. It isn't actually that light. Ooh, the lighting makes it look really light, but it's what I have on today, and because I only tend to use a little bit of powder, it's not really something that I struggle with. And I don't think I would want it any darker either. Next, onto eyeshadow. So my favourite for this month has been the Natasha Denona Star Palette. I am obsessed with this. It has the most beautiful, amazing shades. They're so wearable, and you can also create such amazing and creative looks. There's colours in there like this bluey green duochrome shade that is just amazing. I just cannot speak this palette's praises highly enough. I'm going to swatch some for you now. So in order, these 3 shades are Earth, which is one of my favourites for really defining my lash line and crease. It's just a really nice matte brown. Next is Bellatrix. That's a great one for all over the lid, just on an everyday kind of basis, or a soft look for if you're going out. And then we have Orion, which is just this amazing blue-brown kind of colour. It's gorgeous. It's really similar to blue-brown, I think it is, from MAC. And there's another MakeupbyGK shadow that, let me just grab the palette and I'll see. So I just grabbed my Manny MUA palette, And I think the shade Insomnia, which is a Makeup Geek pigment that was pressed exclusively for Manny's palette. Let me just swatch that next to it and we'll see. So pretty much I would say exact dupes. The base in the camera of Manny's one, which is the one on this side, is looking a little bit more red, whereas the Natasha Denona one is looking brown. But if you're looking for a dupe at an affordable price, absolutely I would say the Makeup Geek pigment in Insomnia is absolutely a dupe for Natasha Denona Orion from the Star palette. Oh my god, but that palette has just been my go-to for this month. I wear it every day if I'm just doing mattes, if I'm doing shimmers. You can just create whatever you like with it and I love it. The shadows are so pigmented, so buttery, so long wearing, which is something I really love. I don't find that at the end of the day my eyeshadow is looking patchy or flaky or anything. Like, it's just incredible and I cannot recommend them enough. I know it's a little bit pricey, but I definitely think it's worth the money. So on to blushes. I have a MAC Singles blush palette and I have absolutely fallen in love with mauvey blushes this month. So these two shades are Dame and Breath of Plum from MAC, and they are both sort of mauvey, more cool toned blushes. Also just wanted to speak for a minute on the formula of MAC blushes. I think they are amazing. I absolutely love them and cannot speak highly enough about them. They stay on all day, they're not patchy. Patchy blushes are one of those things that just really gets me. I'm like, why would I wear this if it's gonna take 16 layers to put on and it's not gonna stay on all day? Like, I don't have time to whip out my blush at the shops and be like, oh sorry, just gotta go reapply my blush 17 times. Like, no. I want to put it on in the morning and have it stay on all day, and they definitely do. So definitely go and get your hands on them if you can. Now, while we're on the topic of cheeks, I've got my little babies here that I have loved this month. I got them a little while ago and I have just fallen in love with them this month. These are my Jeffree Star Skin Frosts. I have 3 shades. So I have King Tut, which is this very bronze gold kind of shade that I will swatch for you on the back of my hand. It's just gorgeous. Sorry, that is Natasha Denona Earth. It's just not coming off my hand, so that's how good they are. They don't come off even with a very harsh scrubbing from a baby wipe. Next up we have Peach Goddess. Now Peach Goddess is just the most gorgeous pink color. I feel like it looks really dark in the pan and I was kind of like, oh, I don't know whether I'll like that. Oh my god, on your face, this is freaking amazing. Oh, it's just like the most beautiful, soft, peachy pink glow from within. I am obsessed. And finally, we have Ice Cold, which at my palest would have been incredible, but right now I'm actually mixing it with King Tut and Peach Goddess if I'm looking for a little bit of a lighter highlight. So I'll swatch this one as well. Oh, how amazing. So they are the 3 that I have. I got a really warm, a peachy, and a really cool. So I really don't think I need any more, even though I know I will absolutely be buying more. But I just love them. They're the most gorgeous highlights. I've actually got them on today in a little bit more subtle than I would normally wear them. The last makeup favorite is the Too Faced Sketch Marker in black. This is just amazing. It's just a simple black eyeliner, but it's so black. It's so like pigmented. I love the little tip on it. It's like a felt tip, but ooh, I just think it's the right shape for me and my eyes. I've got it on today. It wears all day. Don't have any issues with it and I love it. So I don't think there's much more to say other than it wears all day and it's amazing and it's black and I like the applicator. Now my last favorite for February is a scent favorite. So this is Dolce & Gabbana Floral Drops and it is my favorite perfume at the moment. It was actually a Christmas present and I love it. I'm gonna spray some now. So I am the worst at describing scents. It's just really floral, obviously, but without being old person. Like, I don't know how to say that without being nasty, but like there are some scents when you're like, wow, that's something that my grandma wears and that's great for my grandma, but I don't know that I want to smell like her. And this is so like sophisticated and gorgeous and like appropriate for an evening or an afternoon. I wear this during the day. Like I don't know, I like it. But it's just really sophisticated. That's the best way for me to describe it. So if you can go and get like a sample of that at Sephora or smell it while you're at Maya or something. Sorry, if you're not from Australia, you probably don't know what Maya is. Do you? Do you have Maya? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you know what Maya is and you're from the US or anywhere other than Australia. It's a department store. So like go to Macy's or your department store and smell the perfume because it's amazing. I love it. Cannot love it anymore. Dolce & Gabbana Floral Drops. Absolutely amazing. So that completes my favorites for this month. I know I didn't have that many, but I tried to keep it concise. I didn't want to bore you too much. I absolutely love all of these. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me either on Instagram or Twitter or here in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!